Alright guys, what's going on? A.bradz.games here, and just before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you to the support on the video about the whole Ohmwrecker situation. It did a lot better than I honestly anticipated, and I just want to say, thank you for the views and the likes, and I do really appreciate it. So if we could keep this on the new subs as well, I should mention too. Honestly, please, if we could keep it up, it would mean a lot. Let's keep trying to grow this channel. It's not something I really do, is cover drama, and if you want to call it that, but why not? Do you know what I mean? Like, I was reading it, and I thought my opportunity is probably now to get involved, to be honest. So yeah, so thank you for that support anyway. So today I want to talk about like the backlash of everything and overall what happened after I made my video. So I made my video when it was still going on, the drama had not settled really. It was still an ongoing thing, and it was quite ongoing for a few more hours, to be fair. Like, I think it carried on for a bit longer compared to when I did it. So if nobody knows this, and I mean this is like, let's be honest, we knew it was going to happen. So if you haven't known, or you don't know, should I say, Vanoss responded to the whole Ohm situation. And I'm going to read you his tweet, and I'm reading it off my phone, off Twitter, so it's not fake, I'm not making it up. It's on the official Vanoss Twitter, and it says, I know there's been a lot of heated debates happening lately about this topic, and I've honestly been thinking long and hard all day whether I should come out publicly and make a statement about this and set the record straight. But yes, Gartic phone is superior to Scriblio. That is Vanoss's opinion on the Ohm situation, and obviously, as you can tell, he's not getting involved. He can't be bothered, to be honest. Yes, I guess the drama has something to do with him, but if he can stay out of it, he's gonna stay out of it at the end of the day, He has got the biggest channel. He will be in the limelight if it came out that Vanoss got involved, and it could have the potential to ruin Vanoss the most because he has got the biggest channel. So you've got to say fair play to him at the end of the day, because he's not said anything, but he has tried to make a point of he's not getting involved, it's none of his business at the end of the day, he's not getting dragged into it, so he's joking around about it, and I rate that personally. So, apart from the Vanoss thing, I again want to go back to last night, the way it all ended. So the way it ended was with Wildcat saying a statement, saying, "Man, today was like an Ohmwrecker video, shitty, and I'm glad it's over, time for bed." And that's how it was left for the night. And I did see that Terrorizer actually made a little hint as well that, he saw what's been going on, but he just kept himself to himself. And I think well, actually, before I go to that, I do actually want to say as well that, that Ohmwrecker got a tweet off a fan, well, not a fan, but someone that was trying to show something. So Ohmwrecker was showing all these emails, these supposed emails, of Delirious talking to these girls and all this rubbish, and that he's done this, he's done that, and this and that. And then a fan of obviously Delirious and Wildcat shown that you can forge an email, which is obvious. And he did the same thing, put the same thing that this girl was apparently writing to Ohm, and said, "Oh, Delirious has done this to me, blah blah, he said this to me." And Ohm deleted all his tweets. So why go back on everything you've said? Practice what you preach, if you ask me. Ohm was saying to people, "Why have you deleted tweets, from years ago, and blah blah." Why did Ohm delete his tweets then? Don't accuse people of deleting tweets and then go and do the same thing. Are you stupid? Like, are you living in the real world or not? Because you can't say to someone, well, don't do this, you know, because you look like a fraud, and then go and do the same thing yourself. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you stupid, mate? Like, I just don't understand. Like, don't say to people, don't delete your tweets, you know, it looks suspicious, blah, 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 and then go and do the exact same thing. Like, how does that make sense? Someone explain to me how that makes sense in any way. If you can try and, like, honestly, let's see if we get some fans up in here for Ohmwrecker, like, trying to defend this shit, because let's be honest, it's straight up bullshit, man. Like, yeah, I'd like, what can you actually say to defend him? The guy says one thing and does the opposite himself, like, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, practice what you preach, mate. Don't, like, put yourself on this high horse saying, don't do this, don't do that, and then do the exact same thing. It's stupid. So, obviously, Owen was forging these emails or getting people to forge them for him, and felt embarrassed about, you know, being caught out, and deleted all his tweets, which to me was pretty funny. Again, you know, calling people like terrorizer and stuff. And then Tyler, aka Wildcat, just tweeted this saying, "This is not true. Me and Brian decided to reach out to Ohm in early March after Brian had received DMs from Ohm, and Ohm being upset about how everything was affecting him. He mentioned all this girl shit after this convo, and it's just a few tweets, and then he says we have to convince him to join the call with us, and we are just trying to put things behind us. He was hesitant to talk to us from opening the door to comfort us. We tried many times to do private situation behind us." And then Wildcat put, "There was never an invitation to play with us again. Our entire group was done with him by the point it wanted to help erase the tension between us so it could be under the water under the bridge." So, Omi's come out with a statement saying, you know, since I left the group, they never, like, gave me an option to, like, rejoin in a sense and try and play games with him and all this rubbish. But again, he's just lying through his teeth. You look at the proof, and Ohm is chatting shit. He's saying that they didn't try, and then Wildcat has got screenshots of DMs of when they were trying to, like, say, if you want to come back, maybe we can try and sort things out, maybe talk things through. And Ohm's having none of it. Like, get out of here, mate. You know what I mean? Stop trying to convince everyone that you're this innocent little soul and everyone bullies Ohm, because it's absolute bullshit, mate. It's honestly bullshit. Like, stop crying. The group didn't like you. You wanted to cause shit. And you're still trying to cause shit now because you're irrelevant. And nobody wants to watch your channel. So what do you have to do to try and make yourself relevant? Try and cause beef with a group that everybody still watches. It's ridiculous. And it's not me being toxic. Again, Wildcat has just tweeted, I'll read this one. "It was during a conversation that he revealed to us that he was complying evidence against our group to show that we were bullies who had wronged him by kicking him out of the group and being toxic." Sorry guys. Upon him digging this evidence, he found old tweets he screenshotted. So this full, like, since Ohm's known him, Ohm has had, like, this little plan, you know, if anything goes wrong, I've got these tweets from 2013, you know, 2012, I'm going to use against him and, you know, cause some shit. Like, that to me is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you a psycho in a sense? Because you've had this planned, you've been waiting for this day. And that is worrying, honestly. This guy has waited and thinks, right, opportunity to strike, I'm going to jump on this and I'm going to cause shit. I'm going to try and ruin the Vanoss group in a sense. And for what? What's he actually getting out of it? That's what I don't understand. Does he think he's going to get him views? Does he think he's going to get him people on side? Because I promise you now, that shit ain't happening. And it's crazy that he's carrying on for a second night, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. The funny thing is though, like I said, so Terrorizer tweeted last night. I want to pick up this bat, man. Terrorizer tweeted a thing last night. He's saying, "Sorry guys, I've been out all day. What are you all smirking at? Is there something on my face?" that was Terrorizer's way of saying, you know, I've read everything, you know, I'm laughing about it on the quiet, you know, I don't have to get involved. I know what I've done, I've not done. And this guy is just an idiot, pretty much. Like, what the fuck, mate? I do think it's genuinely funny though, because it's like, Ohm is really trying to cause trouble, and like, yeah, don't get me wrong, Wildcat is biting a little bit, but I think that's inevitable. You're not gonna let someone try and ruin your reputation, are you, at the end of the day? But at the same time, it's funny because Ohm is now being exposed. Ohm's tried to make himself out to be this innocent person, you know, he's the victim in it all, like everyone's against him and all this rubbish. And it's clearly bullshit because the proof's in the pudding at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And the proof is there on Twitter. Go and look at these tweets. Go and look at what Wildcat's posting. And go and look why Ohm has deleted tweets. Why is Ohm deleting tweets? He called people out for deleting tweets and he's doing it himself. I don't understand. And it's making me laugh, to be honest. And not in the sense of, oh, well, you know, you fuck yourself over. In the sense of, you're a dumbass. Like I said, like, just practice what you preach, you know what I mean? Like, don't fucking think you're the big I am and then just do the exact same thing. It's cringy, mate. Like, seriously. And again, it's not just the Vanoss group he's done with. He's been in 2 groups and been kicked out of both. And then, I'm going to read this because this is something I want to read. Because this is, again, Wildcat. Ohm answered why I deleted my old tweets. And he put, I know the importance of context. People with an agenda will spin things out of context. The less ammo you give them, the better. Oh, read your old tweets, mate, because you are doing that shit. Ohm has tweeted that ages ago and made it out like people were doing it to him, and fucking Ohm is doing that to his old group, should I say. This guy is the definition of an idiot. I swear to God. This guy needs to practice what he preaches. You can't say all this shit on Twitter and then not fucking agree with yourself. Does that make sense? He's said all this stuff in the past and it's like, okay, well, why are you not abiding by those shit now? You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. It's seriously ridiculous. It's quite laughable, to be honest, that this guy thinks he can say this and that and then, like, pretty much go against what he said. Like, the guy is unwell. I swear to God. I think honestly, I think he's got something wrong with him. I think he's just a jealous, I don't know, man. I don't want to go too far, to be honest, but just a jealous, strange individual. I just don't understand. You can't call the guys out on all these things and then he's done it himself in the past, in the future. Because Ohm brings up the past, so I think it's time the Vanoss group did as well, personally. I just think it's stupid.
Bastards will think twice before they try that again.
So as of me recording this now, guys, Twitter has actually gone quiet at the moment. Nothing else has been cropping up on my feed or anything. But I will try and keep an eye out. I'll try and record more shit, if anything. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Straight away, as soon as I'm saying this. Wildcat, this is. I'm going to read his tweet now. He said... Give me a moment. Let me just... God, I hate bad guns. Fuck off. Wildcat has just tweeted... I'm really not trying to talk about this stupid shit, but if he's going to tweet this narrative, I'll tell the truth. Please, go and like and retweet that tweet, please. Not just for me, for Wildcat, for the Vanoss group, for Delirious. Man. Hats off to Wildcat, seriously. Like, I feel like Wildcat is probably one of the most realist ones out of the lot of them. And yeah, you know, he's got a reputation of arguing and stuff, and I think a lot of people do. You know, I'm quite an argumentative person when I want to be. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I do stand by what I say sometimes and stuff. But when there's concrete evidence around it as well, I mean, why try and argue that it's not real? Like, seriously. But I will try and like see what goes on for the next half hour or so, and I'll keep refreshing Twitter and see what comes through. And if anything else comes through, I will continue the video. It could be a bit longer than the last one, just because it's obviously starting again. But at the moment, like I said, today was just about like doing an overall summary of yesterday, and you know, bits that I missed out. I did put in, excuse me, the description of the video though, about deleting his tweets, you know, like pretty much hiding away for a few hours. So I don't know what's happening there, but I will try and keep up to date with what's next, you know, like what's being said next and stuff, just to see, I guess, what's happening, really. So yeah, I guess if the video finishes here, I'm sorry guys, but thank you for the support on the first video. Like I said, don't really do this kind of stuff, never really cover stuff like this, but I wanted to just cover it because it's something I'm passionate about with the Vanoss group and what have you. So, but if I don't say anything else after this, thank you for watching. If you did, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.